You know what's funny about timing? It has this strange way of showing up right before everything changes. You're watching this right now, not because it randomly popped up, but because something in you knows life is about to shift. 2 days before someone finally speaks the truth, 2 days before the words you've been waiting to hear come out, this message finds you. And I want you to sit with that for a second, because sometimes the hardest part of life is not knowing. It's the waiting, the wondering, the playing out of 1,000 scenarios in your head of what they might say or what they might feel, or if they'll ever be brave enough to say it at all. And then, like a quiet whisper, life sends you a sign that you're closer than you think. Here's what I've learned about confessions. Real, vulnerable, heart on the table confessions. They don't come easy. People don't wake up one day and decide, today's the day I'm going to bare my soul. It builds. It simmers. It's fear battling courage inside of them. And when they finally choose courage, it looks like a release. But in truth, it's been brewing for weeks, maybe months. Which means by the time they say it, by the time you hear it, they've been carrying it way longer than you've known. And that's why this moment right now is important for you. You're not just sitting in silence. You're sitting in the final stretch. 2 days before someone confesses, energy shifts. You may not even notice it, but something feels different. They text you with a little more urgency. Their eyes linger a second longer. Their laughter softens into something more real. Or maybe they pull back a little because the weight of what they're about to say is almost too heavy to hide. Pay attention to that. It's not coincidence. It's not accident. It's alignment. And here's the part no one tells you. You've got a role in this too. A confession isn't just about the person speaking. It's also about the person listening. Right now, you're being prepared to listen, to receive, to not let your own doubts or fears drown out what's about to be given to you. Think of it like this: their courage is a gift, a fragile one. And the way you handle it could either make it bloom or make it break. So before the words come, you've got to decide who you're going to be when they arrive. Are you going to meet them with judgment, with skepticism? Or will you meet them with the kind of presence that says, I see you, I hear you, and I value the fact that you trusted me with this. This is where patience comes in. 2 days might feel short, but in the heart, 2 days can feel like forever. Every second drags when you know something's coming, when you can feel something building, but you can't quite put your finger on it. And maybe you don't even know who this is about yet. Maybe you're still trying to guess, still replaying old conversations, still wondering if you're imagining it all. That's okay. That's part of the process. Life doesn't always hand you clarity ahead of time. It hands you faith. Faith that what is meant for you is moving towards you. Faith that truth can't stay buried forever. Faith that courage, even if delayed, always finds its moment. And I don't care how long you've been waiting, whether it's for someone to confess their love, their mistake, their feelings, or their truth. When it finally comes, it will feel like exhaling after holding your breath for too long. And right now, you're on the inhale. The release is near. So don't mistake the silence for absence. Don't mistake the delay for denial. They're not avoiding it. They're preparing it. And so should you. 2 days before a confession is your chance to ground yourself, to remind yourself of your worth, so when the words come, they don't knock you off balance. To remind yourself that no matter what is said, you are still whole, you are still valuable, and your life is still moving forward with or without their words. But if they do come, and I believe they will, it will be exactly when you're ready to hear it. And here's what I know: confessions change things. They change relationships. They change dynamics. Sometimes for the better, sometimes in ways you didn't expect. But they always bring freedom for them and for you. So if you're here, hearing this, 2 days before it happens, take it as your reminder. Don't run from the truth. Don't fight the moment. Don't drown yourself in overthinking. Just breathe. Just be ready. Because in a matter of days, everything you've been questioning is about to become clear. And when it does, you'll look back at this moment and realize this wasn't just another video. This was a preparation, a nudge from life saying, hold on. What you've been waiting for is already on its way. 2 days may sound small, but when you're this close to a confession, it feels like the air is heavier. You can sense it. Maybe you can't explain it, but deep down you know something is shifting. People rarely confess out of nowhere. They wrestle with it. They go back and forth, rehearsing the words in their head, replaying the possible reactions you might give. And in that tug of war, you start to feel the ripples. You notice pauses that weren't there before. Messages typed, then deleted. A look that lingers, almost like they're searching for the courage in your eyes before they find it in themselves. That's what the final stretch feels like. Quiet, subtle, but undeniable. The thing is, confessions aren't just about words. They're about release. For some people, carrying unspoken truth is like carrying a weight on their chest day after day. At some point, it becomes too heavy to hold. That's why people confess. Not because it's easy, but because silence has become unbearable. So when that moment comes, remember, it's not weakness you're witnessing, it's strength. It's someone choosing honesty over comfort. And that deserves respect. Here's what you need to prepare yourself for. Confessions don't always come out perfectly. They might stumble, hesitate, circle around their words. They might even say it in a way that confuses you. That's normal, because what they're giving you isn't rehearsed theater. It's raw. It's the real thing. And sometimes real doesn't sound polished. Sometimes real just sounds like, I can't hold this in anymore. Don't get stuck on how the words come out. Listen for the heart underneath them. And here's something important: your response matters more than you think. You hold the power to either open the door wider or slam it shut. When someone confesses, they're standing at their most vulnerable. That's not the time for sarcasm, for dismissing it, for pretending it doesn't matter. It does matter. To them, it's everything. And the way you react will echo in their memory long after the conversation is over. So ask yourself now, what kind of memory do you want to leave them with? One where they felt safe, seen, and valued, or one where they regret ever opening up? This is why patience and empathy matter so much. Even if their confession isn't what you expected, even if it's not what you wanted, there's power in choosing to honor it anyway. Because at the end of the day, their courage doesn't just change them, it changes you too. It forces you to grow, to reflect, to step into a deeper level of connection with them or with yourself. And maybe this is the part you've been needing to hear. Confessions don't always bring happy endings. Sometimes they bring clarity. Sometimes they bring closure. Sometimes they reveal a truth that hurts, but still heals. And that's okay. Because truth, no matter how it shows up, always frees you. It frees you from guessing, from wondering, from the weight of what if. And that freedom is priceless. So if you're here right now hearing this and you feel like life is holding its breath with you, know this: you are ready. You're ready for the words, for the truth, for the shift that's about to happen. You're not watching this by mistake. You're watching this because 2 days before someone finds their voice, life is making sure you find your strength. Strength to listen, strength to receive, strength to trust that no matter what is said, you'll be okay. Because you will. You'll be more than okay. You'll be stronger, clearer, and freer than before. And when the moment finally comes, when the confession finally lands, you'll realize something powerful. That you didn't just survive the waiting. You grew in it. You learned patience. You learned to trust timing. You learned that even in silence, life is moving, people are changing, and truth is on its way. So take a breath. Let the next 2 days come without fear. Stop overanalyzing every text, every pause, every smile. Let it unfold the way it's meant to. Because when the words finally arrive, they will arrive exactly on time. Not a moment too soon, not a moment too late. And in that moment, you'll understand why you saw this now. Because you were never unprepared. You were always being prepared. And that's the beauty of it.